Is there any way in which your life has gotten better during this second Trump administration?
No. Not at all.
No, absolutely not. I have nothing.
I don't know how to answer that one.
Also seeing a huge decline in eating out, and that's usually the number one thing to go when money is tight, and money is tight.
Dating in the United States of America has gotten so expensive that nearly half of those who are single right now just have stopped dating.
But it's also not a sit-down restaurant. Those mid-tier foods, why am I paying $60 to feed my family?
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America?
I'm an American. I live in a 200 square foot flat that has no bedroom.
In 2 months, it's going to become completely unaffordable.
デート1回に約3万円、ネイル1回に約1万7000円、ガソリン交換1回に約3万円。これは全てアメリカの普通の出費です。世界で最も豊かとされる国で、なぜ人々はこれほど生活に追い詰められているのでしょうか。全米調査では、働くアメリカ人の 73% が基本的な生活費以外に何もお金を使えないと回答し、住宅コストは2021年から 40% 以上上昇しています。一方で賃金はインフレに追いつかず、生きているだけでマイナスという現実が静かに広がっています。アメリカ各地に住む人たちがその実態をどう語っているのか見ていきましょう。
Is there any way in which your life has gotten better during this second Trump administration?
No. Not at all.
No, absolutely not. I have nothing.
I don't know how to answer that one.
Have you seen any way in which your life has gotten better during this second Trump presidency?
No, not at all. In any aspect, no.
Has it gotten worse?
Yeah, everything as far as economy, so much worse. Everything harder to pay for, and just, I would say like society too, you know, a lot more tension than there was, you know, a few years ago. But I feel like that's being, the flames are being fanned a little bit more by the administration.
Since President Trump has become president the second time in a second term, can you guys name one way in which your life has gotten better?
I don't know if this has affected me personally, but like overall, like economic things when it comes to like the actual government, I think has like been able to be a little bit more stabilized, but I don't know about like me personally.
I mean, I feel like I don't pay attention too much to all like the specifics of everything, but I think it hasn't gotten necessarily worse, so that's a good thing.
Things Americans have stopped buying and the data to back it up. Car sales have fallen for the first time since 2022, and I really feel like it's accredited to the fact that there are now subscriptions tied to auto. We're also seeing a huge decline in eating out, and that's usually the number one thing to go when money is tight, and money is tight. We're also seeing a decline in home decor, new clothes, as well as big appliances, but we're not surprised. A lot of it is driven by the tariffs. The problem is people are making sacrifices, but because their wages aren't keeping up with inflation, we're really starting to see the pain point. Follow along if you want the honest side of building wealth.
Dating in the United States of America has gotten so expensive that nearly half of those who are single right now just have stopped dating. It's no longer worth it for them. Because right now, on average, singles are spending $189 for a night out. That's according to a new Bank of Montreal analysis. That's up 12.5% from $168 last year. And guess who's paying the most? Millennials. Millennials on average are spending $252 for a date night. That's a 32% jump from 2025. Gen Z, well, you're spending $205 on average for a date night, up from $194. 14% of those surveyed spend on average $300 or more for a date night. And when you go out, it's not like you're getting a ton for $200 anymore. There are plenty of taxes, you have to make sure to tip. Restaurants are charging an exorbitant amount of money for anything nowadays. According to a recent study done by Mando Media, in New York City, for example, for $122 you get a starter, 2 entrees, and 2 cocktails. That's it. That's before tax and tip. Are you a single? Have you stopped dating? Is it too expensive? Let me know. Spread the word. Follow for more.
In no particular order, here are a list of things that I no longer think are worth the money. 1, getting your nails done. I got my nails done for Easter with my girls, and why were my nails, just my nails, $110 before tip? No, not worth it. I absolutely will not. I loved them. They did a great job, but I'm not spending that to get my nails done, and it's just not worth it for me. Number 2, mid-tier food. I'm talking Chipotle, BB Bop, the places where you go in. It's not like a drive-through fast food situation, but it's also not a sit-down restaurant. Those mid-tier foods, why am I paying $60 to feed my family? Absolutely not. I'm not spending $18 on Chipotle for myself. Absolutely not. That is another thing that is no longer worth the money. Number 3, and my last one, oil changes. Why is my oil change $200? I swear on my life, I used to be able to get an oil change for like $50. Like $200 for an oil change? Out of this world.
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying to save enough and get passive income so I can go travel the world and start my life. Like, everyone thinks their purpose is to work. Like, you get done with high school, then you go to college for 4 years, then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you're trying to find a job just so you can pay off that debt over the next 3 years. And then what? Then you're making enough money just to pay your mortgage and afford groceries and then pay for kids. And then before you know it, you're 60 and you're retiring and your body hurts because of your job and you didn't do anything that you wanted to do. And that's our life. That's what you're expected to do. And if you break out of that, then people are going to judge you and think you're weird or you're crazy or you're a hippie. I'm so sick of it. America needs to make a change. Something needs to change because people are not happy here. People are not living their dreams. People are not living their life. They are working. They think that their work is their life. It is not that way.
I'm an American. I live in a 200 square foot flat that has no bedroom. I pay almost $1,800 a month for it now. That's not including utilities. I work full-time. I work 10-hour shifts. I work 5 days a week. After I get my paychecks, if I'm to take out rent, utilities, my car payment, which is a 2016 used car, if I take out insurance on the car and medical expenses for my medication, I'm left with about $50 a month to cover for gas, food, and anything else I might need, such as like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, literally anything, except going to a doctor. Like, I haven't seen a doctor outside of my psychiatrist for like 3 years now, because fuck, I can't afford that shit. So needless to say, I'm in debt. I was already in debt, but just in the last year I've added $10K to my debt because girls gotta eat. When I made a video about this last year, I got a lot of hate for it online, people saying I need to just pick myself up by the bootstraps, you know, that I'm not trying hard enough. But I think people in America now are realizing that, like, yeah, you're one small step from getting to where I am, to homelessness, and more people are living like me every day. Degrees don't matter here. It just matters what kind of family you were born into, I guess. If you have money, you can sit in a bank and make money. But if you're a worker, you're not really a person here. You're just an asset. And where do you go when it's illegal in some states to be homeless? Why are we considered one of the wealthiest nations, and yet we have almost 1 million people on the streets living, and we can't take care of them? Why are we starting wars and sending money to other countries instead of helping the people here? Or even just using that money for good overseas instead of fucking evil? Americans are so used to hearing fake news that most of us probably still aren't aware of how the world actually works or what history it's actually had. And most of us are just trying to get through each day. We want to leave. We want to have a better life. How do you leave when you don't have money? You know, how do you just go to a different country and not just be homeless there? How do you even get there? I'm an American, and I'm just the average American. Don't come at me for the word flat. Granny flat is a thing in the United States.
In 2 months, it's going to become completely unaffordable to live in the United States. And I'm not talking about luxury lifestyle. I'm talking about basic middle-class needs. I run a relocation business out of Costa Rica. I asked my clients, who are a couple from Bushwick, Brooklyn, why they were thinking of moving abroad. They sent me their monthly budget spreadsheet. So combined, they make $120,000 a year. And from that, they get to bring home about $7,400 a month after taxes. Their rent is $3,100 a month. And their health insurance is about to skyrocket to $1,750. They budget about $1,000 a month for groceries. Their utilities, internet, cell phones, and Metro card are another $1,300 or so. So at the end of the month, this leaves them with about $250. And that doesn't include any unexpected expenses or the hope for investments or the hope for a savings account. So what they said to me is that this is what running in place feels like. And the reason that they want to move abroad is because they actually want to move forward with their lives.